Yes. Welcome to another great episode of the Sheesh and Friends podcast. Today we've got Ryan in the house and we've got Shahan. And of course, as always, I'm your host, Ashish. You can reach me and Shahan on Twitter and on Instagram. I'm at Ashish Airy. He's at Shahan Jayaraja. You can always hit us all up at ashishandfriends.com. The Ashish and Friends Instagram page, Ashish and Pals Twitter. We're even on Facebook, but who cares about that? Okay, today we're actually going to have another draft segment. Today we're going to be talking about months. Yes, the 12 months of the year. Which one's the best one? Let us know what you think. Comment below, or hit us up. Anyways, so we're going to randomize the order as usual. There's only 3 of us, so no one's going to having the 4th pick today. Let's see. Let's see here.
Well, I gotta say real quick, Ashish. I can see that you're getting into quarantine mode. Just letting the hair go, letting the beard go. It's very much we're in solitary confinement right now, huh?
Right. I mean, I'm enjoying this. I really dig this. You see this hair flow, guys? Let me know. All right, everyone watching. You see this beard? I just shaved it. I felt really good about it. And Sean actually put up a really good poll on his Twitter, so go check it out.
Well, let me ask real quick for the both of you. Okay, so let's say that the quarantine goes on until the end of May, right? And we don't get out until June. Obviously, can't get haircuts during this whole time period, right? Are you going to buzz it? Are you going to try to cut it yourself or have somebody at home try to do it? Or are you just letting it grow out? So what do you guys think?
I'll just let mine grow out. I don't have anybody at home to cut it, and I'm not going to cut it myself.
I feel like cutting it yourself is a very dangerous thing.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll feel good about myself and be like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to snip this a little bit over here. But I don't think I could put like a mirror behind me and try to do that.
No. Yeah, well, I feel like the way that you got to do it right is like, I mean, I feel like it would be, I'm not going to do it, but the way that I would like do it, for example, is like, I just take the clippers and put it on like a 4 or something like that and just kind of, take down the sides. Like, you can't touch the top, right? If you try to clip the top, you're just in big trouble, right? And then the other way, though, again, is like, you don't have to take it all the way down, but if you were to again, take like a 4 or 5 and then buzz it, I feel like it could work, but I feel like my only good quality is my hair, so like I really do not want to mess it up.
Yeah, no, we're right now in the peak quarantine period of the COVID-19 thing going on, just in case you listen in the future. But yeah, no, I totally agree. I feel like if we had like a certain time, right now it's almost April. If we knew like it's going to end in June, like you said, then I might just shave it off right now because it's getting pretty long. I should have gotten a haircut like 3 weeks ago. I missed my opportunity. So, yeah, but the thing is, we could go back to work anytime, and I don't want that gross phase of where my hair is just growing and people are like, what the hell is going on?
So, hey man, time to grow it out and just see what it looks like when it's actually grown. So we'll see about that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to keep this beard, though. You guys let me know. Hit up the comments.
I know I'm inspiration. I get it.
Okay, guys, I've got the draft order. Actually, let me click randomize. Oh, what's funny is we've recorded about 5 episodes right now, and Shahan's always complained he's never had the first pick. Well, Shahan, congrats! You have the first pick in this draft.
Good.
Number 2, you've got Ryan, and I'm picking 3rd. I mean, I kind of like that position. Maybe we'll see. We'll see how it works out. There's like, I'll try to make my case, guys. All right, Shahan, number 1 pick. What do you got?
All right. Yeah, this is like I expected. This is a bad draft to have the number 1 pick, in my opinion. There is to me 1 or 2 kind of obvious top choices. Kind of depends what you're looking for. And here's the thing too. We have to put into context. Okay, we live in Texas. That's a big part of this, right? So like certain months that would be valuable if you live further north might be not as valuable in Texas. Certain months that would be terrible if you live north, right? It might not be the same way. If you live in Texas, obviously, right? Because we got heat through basically the entire summer. We don't really get cold, right? So, but number 1 on the board, right? This is like the 1 month of actual seasons that we get all year long, right? It's October. October is the month where it's 31 days. It's where you start getting to the fall. It's where you start getting to the cooler. It's where you start being able to wear hoodies every single day, where you get to be outside every single day. Not humid, right? Not humid at all. I love the spring months, for example, but like you got allergies, like the spring months get kind of tough in that case. You don't really have to worry about it getting like really cold. You don't have to worry about it being really hot. And the other thing too about October, right? You're getting right into the stretch of like football season, NFL, college football, NBA's starting. You know, you're kind of going through baseball playoffs. You get all four of the major sports at the same time. I think that everything just kind of comes together in October, and to me, it's an obvious number one pick.
Yeah, and another thing you didn't consider was actually the Halloween, holiday of Halloween, which is
Yeah,
one of the best
sure.
holidays of all time. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think that was my number one pick, but that was like number two for me. So, yeah, I'm not getting that. So that was a good pick. All right, Ryan, you're number two. What do you got? Which month are you picking?
This is a tougher one than I anticipated. Because I was between two of them, and I thought one of them would get picked, so I just choose the latter of the two. But that's not the case. But I think I'm gonna go with December on this one. I
Yeah.
think for three reasons. For three reasons. The first one is the season of giving, and it's a continuation of the season of giving because you start in November with Thanksgiving, and you continue the holiday spirit into December, and you get the holidays and Christmas. The season of giving is the last month of the year, so you start to prep for a new year and all the new adventures that's going to come. The second thing is, like Shahan mentioned with October, you have NBA. You saw again the bowl season of college football. You saw again the thick of determining playoffs, seedings for the National Football League. So you get all the good sports time there. And really, it's just a time where you start planning for new ventures, a new year, season of still giving, and it's Christmas holidays and the winter holidays, Hanukkah, all the holidays there. So I think it's a good month.
Yeah, that was my number one pick overall. Because like you mentioned, the holidays, Christmas music, I actually really enjoy. So that's like the happiest time of the year for me. You just hear it everywhere, maybe too much, but it's pretty great.
You don't
And
even celebrate Christmas.
it's okay. That's how great it is. The songs I can relate just because I hear it so often. I'm just like, yes, Christmas time. Anyways, and like you said, actually, when we're growing up in school and in college, you get those weeks off. Like that's fantastic. That family time you get, those 2 weeks, the 2 weeks in school and college, you get like 3 to 4 weeks. Best time, greatest thing of all time.
Yeah.
So
And again, that's another one where you got to put into context. We live in Texas, right? We don't have to deal with like the Minnesota cold, right? We don't got to deal with Chicago. We got it's like, 45, 50 degrees every single day. It's fantastic.
Yep, no, perfect weather. Probably just like sleet every now and then, but not a huge deal here. So I'm glad I get two back-to-back picks here. Unfortunately, my two favorite months are gone, so I'm just gonna have to shore up with November as my first pick. You kind of get that feel, it's kind of getting cold and nice. You've got Thanksgiving. The best thing about the Thanksgiving holidays is they're always on Thursday and Friday, so you get that 4-day weekend, whereas Christmas could be in the middle of the week. You got Black Friday shopping, Cyber Monday. You can watch football on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is just such a great holiday. You don't get the music like Christmas, but you get the whole family. You get to cook a nice meal together and be together, and that's the most important thing in life. So that's why you should vote for me, guys. And for my second pick, I'd have to go with. I'm just gonna have to go with September. That's right when the football season starts. You get the first game of the season, really, and that's the biggest thing. That's how you set the whole season off, is on that one game. And what else? You got basketball going on. No. Wait, I took September. No, you don't got basketball. But you're hyped up for basketball.
WNBA finals.
Oh, the other thing was baseball playoffs. September. That's when it starts. You're feeling really good. The weather's pretty nice. I really enjoy baseball. So there's nothing like baseball playoffs to me. So yeah, baseball playoffs, football, nice sports season. Weather's pretty nice. You get to see the fall, the colors and the trees and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna wrap it up with November and September. I'll feel okay with that.
It's back to me now.
It is back to you, Ryan.
Well, this is an easy pick for me. It's between 2 months that all about New Year's for me, but I have to go with one And so it has just more merit to me. I'm going with March. That's my next month. First reason is I'm Iranian, and in the Iranian culture, as well as my religious culture, Baha'i faith, we celebrate Nowruz in March, and that's the beginning. That's the on the first day of spring, rejuvenation, the new year. The leaves are blooming, the trees are growing. It's just beautiful. And then before that, we do a 19-day fast, which is kind of like a spiritual cleanse for us. That we just kind of cleanse everything, reflect on the past year, and so it's just good times and good time for rejuvenation and starting new and a new year. And just for some icing on the cake, there's March Madness during March, so you get a nice kick of basketball. And for the cherry on top, one of my best friend's birthdays in March. He might be the host of this podcast.
I think
yeah,
he is.
Justin Bieber.
March.
I didn't know you were that close with Justin Bieber. Wow.
Yeah, the closest friends.
No, but you're right. March is a hell of a month, mostly because it's his birthday, but it is what it is. That's a good pick. Like you mentioned, I don't think you mentioned it, but you get spring break off growing up, and that's in March. That's a great time. There's a South by Southwest going on, tons of things going on in March. Good pick, Ryan. Sean, that puts you back two back-to-back picks.
Yeah. Well, obviously, March is a great one because you get to be quarantined and all that. That's really great stuff. And then, but so what I got to say, right? Ashish, you went in and took September, November. To me, you're just getting the worst versions of fall from those months, in my opinion. But whatever you want to do. I'm kind of shocked that this month fell to me. I very much expected this one to be off the board. I knew that December was obviously going to be gone, but after October, I'm going with June. So in June, school's ending, right? School is ending. You're getting to the early stages of summer where it's hot outside, but it's not blistering hot outside. It's still kind of chill. It's still kind of subtle. I think that it's an absolutely great time to be outside. It's a time when, everybody's kind of pretty much past their allergies. So like that's kind of not as much a factor as much. You're outside a whole lot. You can hang with friends a whole lot. Like even in the business world, June is a pretty chill period because for me, we send our magazine off to print at the end of May. And so June's just kind of a casual period. That's why I got married there last year. And I think that just weather-wise, it is a very good month. You don't sort of get the showers that you get in April, for example. It's very clear outside. It's warm, but it's not hot. We're not talking August. August is like, ooh, my goodness, we are in big trouble. But when you got June, it's pretty chill. It's pretty casual. It's pretty nice. And to me, I think that June is a very strong month. Ooh, where to go now? Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to go with strategy here. I have to anticipate what's gonna be left on the board for me because I got the last overall pick, obviously. So something's just gonna fall to me, and I think it's gonna be 1 to 2 months. I just don't know which month it's gonna be. Let's see. You know what? We'll go with Homer pick. Okay, we're gonna go with January. January. It's when my birthday is. So here's the deal with January, right? You're coming off of all that Christmas break, but you're kind of ready to get back to things, right? You're kind of ready for that new start. You're kind of ready to kind of pull things up again. And January, I think, is really interesting. You get that nice little break with Martin Luther King Day, that 3-day weekend right in the middle of it. So, you kind of get back, but you still get to kind of ease back into it. You're not all the way pushed back into things. Look, I mean, if you're going to pick a winter month, obviously, this is tough because it is obviously going to be cold outside depending on where you live. Now, again, in Texas where we're from, not that huge a deal, right? It doesn't really get that cold. I think it's still a great time to be outside if you live in Texas. And I mean, again, the world's just kind of getting back started up again. The only thing that kind of sucks about January is that obviously for 2 weeks the gym is full before people kind of just give up on that. But again, and that's my birthday. That's my dad's birthday too. I think that there's just it's a time for new beginnings. That's what January is. Obviously, later on, once you get to February, March, April, you're like, oh, okay, this is not gonna be my year. Obviously, we're realizing that right now. But January, everything still felt possible.
Yeah. Okay. Just those 2 picks right there. One thing you forgot about June is that's when the NBA finals are, and that's
NBA
prime
finals,
time
how did
sport.
I forget? Oh
Yeah,
my
so that's
goodness.
your
How did I
sports guy
forgot
right
that?
there. Shahan writes about sports all the time. Just forgot about the NBA finals, but just saying. Secondly, you're right.
Look, I forget that
January
sports existed.
January is on point. Yeah, you're right. You're so motivated. New day, new month, new year. This is my year. Then after 2 weeks, it's probably not your year. Maybe the next year. But January, you're feeling
Well,
hyped about that year.
yeah, well, and you get those 2 weeks, and then you realize it might not be your year. Then you get a break, right? Then Martin Luther King, died to give us a break, and we get to be all equal and stuff like that. It's fantastic.
Yes, me and Shahan have actually been there, but check out the MLK Memorial in Washington D.C. if you get the chance. It's really amazing.
Yeah.
All right, well, Ryan, you're up. What's up? What do you got?
You also forgot the national championship of college football in the first week of January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good point. I covered
There you go.
Texas. That's not very relevant, honestly, to us.
Texas is in there sometimes, but 2009 respectively for the last time. But
I was 15 years old.
there you go.
All right, Ryan, what do you got for us?
This month is going to be July. Taking July.
Mm.
Because the reason in which we live and the way we live every day in the United States of America is because of the independence we gained from England on July 4th. Thank you.
Imperialism too, but
So July 4th is Independence Day. Also, July 4th is birthday of one of my best friends. July 5th is my birthday. July 29th is a birthday of another one of my good friends. And just 3 days after that, on August 2nd, there's another birthday. So I'll have a lot of birthdays celebrating my friends. It's nice in the summer. It might be a little hot, but it's nice summer. You go to the water parks, go swimming. It's right there before school starts again. The businesses start to get busy again. This is your nice break period, celebrating your independence. Your last holiday, really, before you get in the thick of back to Thanksgiving and Christmas. And really, it's just a lot of my friends' birthdays are there, so I got to pay respect and show my love to my friends.
No, that's a pretty good month. Like you mentioned, it's your birthday. It's my parents' anniversary. My dad's birthday. But it sounds like if you don't know us personally, it doesn't really matter about July. It's just all about
it's
Ryan's
my
and his
wife's
friends.
birthday. It's my sister's birthday. I mean, it's a what's going on 9 months before that, man? There's a lot going on.
Let's not do that math. I don't like that. Okay. Well, that's a good month, Ryan. Didn't you have a fourth pick right here, or is it my turn?
No. It's you. You were third, so it's you and then you back then.
Oh yeah. Oh, fantastic. I was a little worried all my months were going away. Right now we're in the shitty category of months. You just kind of have to grab what you get at this point. So I have two picks right here. Yikes. Okay.
I think they're obvious first. I think there's a clear bottom too.
I think so, but I also don't know. Okay, you know what? Okay, I'll take May. Because school usually ends at the end of May, early June, so graduations are going on. You're looking forward to summer break. I don't know, the weather is okay-ish. I don't know what else is going on in May, people. You guys find out.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. What a great little holiday you got going on there.
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th would be. Thank you. See, look at that. Even Ryan's hyping up my month right now. Because honestly, I don't really know. You haven't
even mentioned Memorial Day, dude.
See, look at that. I just took another holiday with Memorial Day, which is actually like a tradition for me. I always go out on Memorial weekend and try to go somewhere else. So yeah, May is a pretty great month. I'm glad I got it here. It's not like my favorite month. It's not in the top half, but May, yeah, woo. Okay, with my fourth pick, this is really hard. One of these months has a lot of birthdays that are very, very important to me, but I'm unselfish like Ryan though, so I'm gonna take February. Okay, this is like thinking of the month. This is probably like the 11th favorite month of mine. You only get 28 days, but that's how good it is. Do you know how happy you are that the month is already over? I mean, if things are going good for you in life. If not, then you're like, shit, it's already March. Uh, but my birthday is March 1st, so February, you can fly by. I'll feel happy. You also got the Super Bowl. Let's be real, it's the biggest game in the world. All right, so yeah, I took February. Yeah. No, what do you faces for, Shahan?
I mean, the World Cup final is way bigger than the Super Bowl.
Okay, but overall, what? Okay, how often does the World Cup final happen?
Yeah, every 4 years. But
exactly.
But here's the thing, though. You made the point that the reason that you're taking the month is because you can get it out of the way. Like, that's your case? That's what you're telling us?
I'm just saying it's short enough that you're like, oh, man, life sucks. I need to go in a fresh new month. Okay, well, February is over pretty soon, so don't worry about it, fella. March, that's your month, all right? February is short enough that it's so good. Each day, you save 3 days in the month because that's how good February is. It only needs 28 days. It doesn't need those extra 3 days. All right, guys?
Yeah.
I have to try to make my point. I didn't feel safe with February, so I had to hype it up. All right, guys, don't believe this. February is a fantastic month. All right, go, Ryan. What do you got?
What months do we have left? August and April?
Yes.
Huh. Huh.
So he came up to draft, and the card is empty.
The card is empty because I'm trading both of my picks to Shahan for his first pick next draft.
Yeah, that's not how this works, Ryan.
Oh,
Which month you got?
I'll take April.
Yeah, good choice.
My brother's birthday is in April. Happy birthday, Sean. He's really famous, by the way. You should look him up. He has an ESPN feature.
No.
Shout out Instagram, Sean Izadi or something. Twitter, Sean Izadi. Hit him up.
But also, anything else you want to hype up April about?
Yes, it's right after spring, so you get a lot of spring rejuvenation and blooming, just like March. It's a continuation of the Iranian New Year into it. Has some religious holidays, such as Rizvan for me. So there's a lot of positive things. It's still pretty good weather then. And it's right before graduations and the start of new ventures for a lot of people in this world, wrapping up their schooling. And also, it's April.
Yes. All right. Well, that's some good points right there.
Also, some people's names too. Some people are named April.
Some people are named like all
May
these.
Some people
and
are named
June.
May too.
And December, yeah.
And we know it's December.
Yeah, my good friend December.
Yeah, I only see him once a month. But anyways,
you mean once a year?
Once a year? Yes, Sean. I was gonna let it slide, but thanks for criticizing me out here. You guys suck. All right. Anyways, this is the last episode of this podcast. Thanks for watching, guys. No, April. I love that month. I was gonna choose that because my mom's birthday is in April. Happy birthday, Mom. My sister-in-law's birthday. Her birthday is in April. I have cousins whose birthdays are in April, so that's why I was going to choose April. But yeah, all right, I get it.
Praveen's birthday is in April. Happy birthday, Praveen.
Yeah, one of our longtime middle school friends, Praveen. If you're listening, happy birthday. All right, well, Sean, what are you going to go with here?
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, when I was shocked that April was about to fall to me. Like, I was absolutely flabbergasted. Like, I figured that because I picked January. I was very much debating between picking April and January. Back with my first pick of the third round. And plus the other thing about it too is that it would have actually rounded out my board to where I have a spring, summer, fall, and winter month, which would have been, I think, pretty tremendous. Look. I knew that I thought that either August or February was going to be the last pick. It was going to fall to me. I was trying to kind of build my strategy around getting either of them. Look, August, again, we are from Texas. That's a big part of this, and that's a big part of why they especially did not want to take August with any of their picks. But here's what I'll say about August, right? That is the time, again, that's another time of new beginnings because you're obviously about to head into the school year. And at this point, again, this is sort of the time when you're like excited to go into school, right? Like when it's like, all right, it's really hot outside. I'm ready to get inside. I'm ready to go see my friends again. I'm ready to sit by the pool. I'm ready to kind of, you do your syllabus stuff at that point, but you don't have to get too far into learning as yet. It's really chill. You're kind of coming back in, making friends again, trying to remember what you learned last year. It's a real big time for new beginnings. Again, and I mean, I think that there's nothing better than really sitting out by the pool when you're in Texas and it's August and it's hot outside and you're just kind of ready to chill out. Look, I'm not going to pretend like August is one of the best months on the board. I mean, it wouldn't have been my last one, but it certainly wouldn't have been my first one. But again, I think that when you mix it with everything else I've got, again, you've got sort of an early summer with June. You kind of mix in that late summer and a little bit of like, all right, lethargy, it's ready to get back to things. And then mix that with January with the new beginnings in October, which again, I think is the number one pick on the board. I think I got a good list.
Some people name Augusta, so you got that.
Some people named Augustus Caesar.
Yeah, and
some people named August too.
And you got NFL preseason.
Yeah, no, it's again a big time for new beginnings. Like for me, August is way more of an exciting time because I cover football and it's leading up to the season. We got camps opening, we got news coming out every single day. We got NFL preseason, we got guys who have covered for many years trying out for NFL teams and getting opportunities. It's really fun to see those guys get those opportunities in the preseason, hopefully make a roster. Look, I'm not going to pretend that that's a universal experience for every single person. But for me, I really like August for that reason. I mean, we're past magazine season. We're really sort of in planning mode, looking forward to football season, getting to be excited about what's to come. Again, to me, August is another time of new beginnings. And that's what I really like about it is that, with January and August, I think you get a chance to reset a little bit.
Yeah, you made August sound pretty good. I think it's still a shitty month. I like August because my brother's birthday. So love you, bro.
You guys
Happy
are
birthday.
too selfish, man. You guys are just talking about everybody's birthdays and not about the merits of the month, man.
Yeah, well, August is a really shitty month. It's super hot. Like he said, we live in Texas. August is like the worst month of all time. At least July, you get some holidays and you're like, okay, we'll do something. August, you're like, okay. For kids, I get it. You're right. Because in summer break, you only have so much time to feel free, play video games, watch TV. Then you get bored. You're like, I just want to hang out with my friends. So some people do look forward to the school year.
And the other thing that I'll say too is that when you are in sort of late high school and college, and you're busy over the summers too, right? You're doing internships, all that sort of stuff. That stuff's all wrapping up the first week of August, right? Then you're heading back home. You're just kind of chilling. You're kind of resetting, restarting for the new year. And again, like getting to go in and do like orientations and stuff like that. It's just like it's different than sort of some of the other summer months where it's like, a lot of the time you can have things structured around it. But August is really like that. All right, we're going to recharge. We might go on a short vacation or something like that. And then we'll go back to school.
Yeah, go back with a nice tan, Yeah, okay, fine. You're making August sound pretty decent. Yeah, okay.
Look. This is the opposite of what you guys did with April and May, man. You got to sell it. You got to sell it because especially when you know that you don't have a good pick.
April's all right, a fantastic pick.
I agree. Quick, you didn't sell it.
Real quick,
I don't have to sell it.
Just tell me your favorite month, worst month, and then just go over your picks real quick. We'll start with Ryan. You want to go first?
Well, my favorite month is the month I picked first, which is December.
Yeah.
There is no worst month because every month you can make it into the greatest month of your life, and every month has a special, unique features that make it a special month. So I don't have a worst month, and I chose December 1st, then July. No. I chose December 1st, March, July, and then April.
Yes. And why should people vote for you?
People should vote for me because of the merit that I put behind the reasoning. There's a lot of rejuvenation in the months. I've chosen a lot of shout outs, a lot of love to the people that have contributed a lot to my life in those months. A lot of celebrations of life, celebrations of new comings, celebrations of New Year's, celebrations of days to come, and just a lot of celebration and giving thanks and gratitude to everyone in your life, to your faith, to your health, to the food that we eat, and the air that we breathe.
Well, if you're still listening to this point, we're gonna go to Shahan so he can talk about his picks.
Celebrates good times. Come on. All right. So my number one month on the board. It was really tough to choose between two of them. I think that Ryan's December is definitely a fantastic month. The only thing about December is that you can get a little bit overwhelmed with everything, and like people just make a little bit too big of a deal about Christmas sometimes. That's one of the nice things about sort of the Thanksgiving season. But so for me, I picked October. I think that like it doesn't need a gimmick. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these other months have gimmicks. Like they have Christmas, they have July 4th, they have some Valentine's Day. October doesn't have that. I mean, Halloween is there, but that's not the the biggest part of the month necessarily. The biggest part of the month. Why would you even say that? Are you trying to like take away from me right now? But anyway, Indigenous Peoples Day. But October doesn't need to have sort of something tied to it, right? It's just the fall, right? It's you going out there. It's you feeling the wind. It's feeling the weather and it feeling good. It's getting to wear jeans and hoodies, which is, I think, everybody's preferred mode of wearing. Like I mean, come on. I think that's a no-brainer for me. Least favorite month is a tough one. I think that there's two trains of thought on this. And again, it really depends on where you live, right? I think that, when you live in the South, I think August is a really tough month, and I think that July and August are both really tough months just because it gets so hot. And again, like a lot of the time in July, what you're doing is you're trying to get away, right? Like you're traveling, you're trying to not be here because that if you're here, it's going to be absolutely miserable. Like I remember going through July last year with Bargavi after we got married, and like she had never had to be in Texas for a summer, and it is so bad, right? It is miserable. And then the flip side of that is like if you are living in the north, living somewhere colder, like February is a really bad month because it's really short. It kind of just disappears really quickly. The weather's bad. You don't sort of have some of that hope of a new year or any real good holidays, in my opinion. So I think that either August or February, like those were my bottom two, no doubt about it. And then my picks, number one, you got October, which I talked about. Number two, you got June. Early summer, still nice and chill weather, no allergies. Number three, you got January, new beginnings, new year, still cold, you still get some break in the middle. And then fourth, you got August.
All right. Yeah, some nice points there. I didn't agree with your February pick. All right, real quick, can we talk about February? Why is it spelled like that? And why is it pronounced like that? Doesn't make any freaking sense. But that's why it's a wild card, and that's why I chose it with my my last pick. So we'll talk about my picks. My favorite month overall is December. Ryan got that. Like I said, Christmas time is like the best thing to me. You got basketball Christmas Day, you got football like that weekend. You just got that family time, all the lights, all the music going, those weeks off, those days off. It's all worth it. But October I really like too. But let's hype up my picks real quick. Oh, my worst month, August or June. The ones Shahan took. August really hot, really disgusting, really humidish. June, I mean, it's okay. There's just nothing going on personally. There's no holidays. It's a summer month. Double downing on summer is a little tough unless you like the beach. I do like the beach, but no. June, August, trash months. I've got November, fantastic month. You've got the holiday season, Thanksgiving. You're getting ready for Christmas. You're feeling good. You got football going on. You got Diwali, or as Michael Scott would say, Diwali. If you're a fan of The Office, vote for November. You got September in the fall. You got Labor Day. I didn't even mention that. I have like some really great holidays. Labor Day, it's like the last holiday before Thanksgiving, which feels forever away. Then I got May and Memorial Day, another holiday, feeling pretty great. That's about it. That's about May. That's all I can say. February, you got Super Bowl. That's all you really need. It's a short month. You'll feel good about it. And Super Bowl Monday, people want that as a holiday too. So maybe I'll have 4 holidays for each month. You know what it is. You know what it is. Well, okay, guys, that wraps up another great episode of the Sheesh and Friends podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys can ask us questions, give us segment ideas, and vote on the polls. Do that on Instagram, Twitter, and on our website. The website's ashishandfriends.com. Instagram's Ashish and Friends, and on Twitter, we're at Ashish and Pal. So thank you so much, and until next time, We're out.